Wait, seriously? The CMF Buds Pro 2 came out like a year and a half ago, and you are still calling it a budget king? The range of the CMF Buds Pro 2 is officially over. Today, I want you to meet the new king of value, the Realme Buds Air 8. No fluff, let's go straight into it. This is the full breakdown. Realme Buds Air 8 versus the CMF Buds Pro 2. Same specs on paper, totally different reality. I actually love this case. It looks like a gem of Magic Street game, but we talk about looks later. Let's hit the most important part first, the sound. I tested this with 50 different tracks across 10 genres to see how they actually handle a playlist. Honestly, I didn't expect a pair of $45 earbuds to sound like this. If you just look at spaceship, the Realme and the CMF are identical, both having that 11mm plus 6mm dual driver setup. But the tuning? None of the CMF goes for that aggressive bass vibe nothing is known for. Well, Realme is way more balanced. CMF, the bass often blur the other frequencies, take heavy by mirrors. When the Pros hits with those airy highs and heavy kicks, the bass just roller the vocal. It is what we call bass masking, and it makes the whole track feel muddy. The Realme though, the bass sits lower in the mix. It feels like the bass is sophisticated below your ear, plenty of room for the vocal and the highs to breathe. It is balanced and honestly way easier to listen to for a long time. Now if you're totally bass head, CMF still holds its own. If you play this 90% EDM, traps or dubstep, you will probably love this. Tasting breath and limit to your love, the CMF gives you that rough physical impact. It is a straight out assault on your eardrums in the best way possible. But the Realme is no sludge. The sub bass actually goes deeper. It might not waver or scroll as hard as CMF, but the deeper extension and better sense of space keeps the energy high without ruining the vibe of the song. And I will be real, listening to vocal heavy tracks on the CMF is kind of a mess. The guitars get drowned out by the drums and bass. You lose that crazy string texture, which is a disaster for folk music. You're just not getting those subtle vocal details or the emotion of the singer. The Realme Buds Air 8 is upstate. Listening to I Won't Give Up by Jason Mraz, the drums stay firmly in their alarm under the guitar. When the bridge hits, you can hear every breath and every tiny tremor in the vocals. It actually let the emotion of the song get through. Finally, the highs. I did some research by Misaki Nakajima for this. In the complex climax of the song, the CMF just turned into a blurry soup. It is intense, sure, but all air just crush into each other. No air at all. The Realme isn't top tier flagship level. I mean, they're $45, but the tuning is smart. Even when the tracks get buzzy, the sound stages stay open. The highs have a room to breathe. It is clear, layered, and organized. Bottom line, if you just want your brain grilled by bass, stick with CMF. But if you listen to everything and want clarity and details, Realme wins. Their crossover algorithm is doing some serious heavy lifting here. And now we talk about the feature, so we take a look at the quick speed. Realme connects to 3 drivers at once: a laptop, tablet, phone. CMF only does 2. And about the game mode, it is tight. Both are sold. And next, AI stuff. Realme has Dreamlike's AI building. You can hold bust and talk to it, kind of gimmick. Same with the AI translation. CMF has nothing. Next, we talk about the ANC. This is where it gets crazy. For $45, the Realme hits 55 decibel of noise cancelling. It basically delights the world, especially on the subway. The CMF stops at 50 decibel.
降噪模式。
Next, we talk about the call quality. Let's see how the mics hold up in the real world.
This is the core performance of the CMF Buds Pro 2 in quiet environment. What you're hearing is the raw audio straight from the phone, no post-processing, no audio edits. How does it sound to you? This is the core performance of the Realme Buds Air 8 in quiet environment. What you're hearing is the raw audio straight from the phone, no post-processing, no audio edits. How does it sound to you? And now here's the core performance of the CMF Buds Pro 2 in noisy, windy environment. Again, no post-processing, no audio edits. Can you hear me clearly? What do you think? And now here's the core performance of the Realme Buds Air 8 in noisy, windy environment. Again, no post-processing, no audio edits. Can you hear me clearly? What do you think?
As for the battery life, Realme up to 40 hours when the ANC off and 8 hours when the ANC on. As for the CMF, up to 11 hours with the ANC off and 6.5 hours when the ANC on. Also, a heads up, there's a lot of complaint on Reddit and YouTube about CMF battery healthy shrinking after a year. Realme hasn't really had those issues yet, but we will see. Well, quick look at the design. The Realme case looks like a Buds Air or a makeup compact. It feels premium and super light, but still high quality. It definitely doesn't feel cheaper than the CMF. The buds themselves, the standard AirPods Pro Chrome, nothing special. But they're comfortable, they stay in your ear, they get the job done. No complaints for $45. Look, at the end of the day, the Realme Buds Air 8 basically destroyed the CMF Buds Pro 2 in every category that matter. Sound, battery, and ANC. I don't usually like calling things the absolutely best, and no, this video isn't sponsored, but what Realme did here is insane. These buds almost handle any journal and any situation. To me, it feels like they should be in the same price basket as the Earphone Earphone Pro. Aside for the mic and print resolution not being late, I can't find anything to complain about. The conclusion is easy. The CMF era is over. The Realme Buds Air 8 is a new budget GOAT. Alright, if this video helps you out, don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, I'm Ring. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.